Well, welcome back to our Bible Trivia Game Show for Providence Baptist Church. We're excited to have you with us. We have been going on 2 weeks. We've had 2 episodes so far. This is our 3rd edition of the Bible Trivia Game Show. And so what we need to do first is give you the answers from last week's trivia questions. So look on the screen and see how your family did from last week. All right, we are excited to have our 3rd edition of our Bible Trivia Game Show. Let's give you an update of where all of our families stand. Okay, we're going to give you the order of 1st, 2nd, 3rd place just from week 2, and then we will give you a total for both weeks and who is in the lead for that. Last week, coming in week 2, in 3rd place with 100 points, that is the Maddox family, so good job with that. Coming in 2nd place with 105 points, that is the Gardner family, and then, drum roll please, 1st place last week with 115 points is the Slater family. So our running total for both weeks so far of our Bible Trivia Game Show, in 3rd place we have the Maddox family with a grand total of 205 points. In 2nd place, the Slater family with 210 points. And then last but not least, with 225 points, the Gardner family. So we are excited for each of our families, and all the families so far still have opportunity to gain in points, and it is anyone's game still. Even if you join in and this is maybe you missed last week or this is your first week, you still have opportunity to join in and get as many points as you can. Just to remind everybody, and if this is your first time joining us for the game show, you get 5 points for each correct answer. And if you send in your email with all your answers listed out, send that to ppatterson@mypbc.org. The first email that I get, that family will receive 20 bonus points. Second to send that in will receive 10 bonus points. And if you are the 3rd family to send in your trivia answers, then you'll get a bonus of 5 points. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into our questions. We're going to take our glasses off so we can make sure we can read everything correctly. And so let's start week number 3 of Bible Trivia Game Show. Question number 1. Some young men were attacked by bears when they were mocking which prophet? Question number 1, some young men were attacked by bears when they were mocking which prophet? Question number 2, who was the leader of the Israelites when they crossed the Jordan River? Who was the leader of the Israelites when they crossed the Jordan River? Question number 3. How many days did the water stay upon the earth after the great flood? How many days did the water stay upon the earth after the great flood? Question number 4. What tax collector gave half of his possessions to the poor? What tax collector gave half of his possessions to the poor? Question number 5. Who mistakenly thought Jesus was a gardener? Who mistakenly thought Jesus was a gardener? Question number 6. What kind of answer turns away wrath? What kind of answer turns away wrath? Question number 7. Who hoped that Paul would bribe him? Who hoped that Paul would bribe him? Question number 8. Who was to put a scarlet thread in her window? Who was to put a scarlet thread in her window? Question number 9. How many days and nights was Moses on Mount Sinai getting the 10 Commandments the first time? How many days and nights was Moses on Mount Sinai getting the 10 Commandments the first time? Question number 10. Which name in the Bible means a stone? Which name in the Bible means a stone? Question number 11. What did God stop from being built by confusing man's language? What did God stop from being built by confusing man's language? Question number 12. False teachers are like wolves disguised in the clothing of what kind of animal? False teachers are like wolves disguised in the clothing of what kind of animal? Question number 13. How many sisters did Lazarus have? How many sisters did Lazarus have? Question number 14. Fill in the blank. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the blank of God. Question number 14 is fill in the blank. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the blank of God. Question number 15. Which apostle was also a tent maker? Which apostle was also a tent maker? Question number 16. How many stones did David take with him to fight Goliath? Question number 16. How many stones did David take with him to fight Goliath? Question number 17. How many years did Noah live after the flood? How many years did Noah live after the flood? Question number 18. Which disciple brought his brother to hear Jesus speak? Which disciple brought his brother to hear Jesus speak? Question number 19. Who was angry with David for dancing? Who was angry with David for dancing? And last but certainly not least, question number 20, our last question for episode 3 of our Bible Trivia Game Show. For how many days did Jesus appear to his disciples after the resurrection? Question number 20, for how many days did Jesus appear to his disciples after the resurrection? Well, thank you for joining our Bible Trivia Game Show, Episode 3, with us. Are planning on having at least one more episode, and then we will be able to tell you what our plans are for having children's church and church getting back to a more normal schedule. But remember, send those answers in as quickly as possible to ppatterson@mypbc.org. You want to make sure you get all the bonus points that you can, but also make sure that your answers are correct. And remember, only resources you may use are your Bible, as well as the people that are there in the room with you, part of your family, watching this game show with you. So now we're going to put up the references for all of our questions from this week's episode. Well, thank you, Providence Baptist Church families, for joining us for our game show. We will look forward to seeing you next week.